think as long as clients are reasonable, and I had this conversation this morning and I said that as long as everybody's trying to do the same exact deal, like, I mean, we're all trying to go to the same point, is we want to transfer the property over to somebody.
Yeah.
And as long as everybody's cool with that, which everybody is, like, we're all working for the same goals, like, just work together.
Yeah.
Like, don't try to, you know.
Don't be skeevy.
Well, yeah, that, and like, don't try to one up somebody or get something on the buyer or get something on the seller, or, you know, if you have agents or attorneys or people that have like big egos, it's like, we're all trying to do the same thing. Let's just work amicably and try to get that done.
It's a team sport, not a single player.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just something that always bothers me. But I think as long as, like I said, the clients are reasonable and just understand that it is a long process and there's a lot of moving parts. And my friend Philip, who was on the actually he's on the Galen Trombley show, which if you guys want, he's a very good realtor out western New York, and he said a good line. He goes, attorneys and lenders do not work for me. Attorneys and, you know, banks and stuff like that, which makes sense. Like, we're trying to get everything done, but we're, you know, everybody's moving and we're trying to get things organized and done. But there's a lot of people that we rely on.
Yeah.
You know, if I could just close deals, it'd be great. Like, I would make sure the deals close fast. But there's people that we have to rely on, and they are also working on multiple deals. And you know, it's just things have to kind of keep slowly working the way to the finish line, and they will.
You have to stay on top of it too, because it's easy, I think, for some people to close or get something under contract and then just kind of, all right, on to the next thing, and you have to stay on top, stay in communication with people about what's going on.
And the hard part, like, as luckily we talked about in the last episode, Nicole works here and she's our closing coordinator, and she's very on the ball. And my thing is, I just don't have enough time in the day. That's why we have her, because I'm running around doing a bunch of stuff. And like I said, right now I have the most homes pending that I've ever had in my career. But in order to do all that, I need Nicole. Like, I can't close those all on my own, or otherwise literally I would do nothing all day long. Like, I would just be working on closing deals, and then all of a sudden once they close, like, okay, now we can start helping other people buy homes.
Yeah.
So we have it set up that way, but there's a lot going on, and one of my things I've always tried to really pay attention to is figure out how can we improve communication. And that's something I'm constantly working on, and most clients are very good. There's some clients that reach out quite often, and we're always trying to figure out how can we like combat that, where if they're calling for follow-up, how do we almost be too proactive on follow-up, or not follow-up, but like updates and stuff. But again, real estate is, you know, and I think today's day and age, people want things quick, and I'm like, well, some updates realistically are 3 days, 5 days, 10 days, depending on where we're on the process. So some, you know, I try to tell people like, hey, you know, we won't know anything for 2 weeks, minimum 2 weeks. We're waiting on an appraisal to come back. We have this or that going on. And, you know, if they call in a week, it's like, guys, remember the conversation a week ago? But, you know, people are excited. They want to move in. And, you know, and so I'm also sympathetic to that too, that people looking for updates are, you know, just more probably excited to move. And it's stressful. I mean, you're moving and it's talking about coordinating and logistics of getting to this house and to that house. But
right now, just because, you know, I'm not as busy as you are with real estate stuff, I try, if I have something under contract, to talk with them at least once a week and just say, you know, check in and see how you doing, do you have any questions, this is what we're waiting on right now, this is where we are.
That's, one a week's like my bare minimum I try, and it's the same as I try to reach out. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. Like, sometimes I can here and there, but Nicole's been the one, a lot of times it's just like, hey Nicole, can you reach out to them? It's not that I don't want to, it's just I literally don't have time to make a couple extra calls.
You're doing 3 people's work right now.
Well, so I'm wearing a lot of different hats right now, but I'm, like the sales part, that's like that's my, like, what I excel at. Like, all the paperwork and like, I can do it, but it's not going to be done as quick, because if I'm doing all that stuff, which is what most agents do, I just can't do it. But if I can go out and just help people buy and sell, like, I want to put all my energy into that and negotiating, getting, you know, your offer accepted and finding a home. And then Nicole is extremely good at the rest of the stuff. And I try, like, you don't want me doing all that. You want her to do it, because she's going to be doing a much better. I say she's much more efficient and quicker than anything I would be able to do. So that's definitely a benefit of that.